Good morning, students. Average velocity tells us how fast an object has been moving over a given time interval, but does not tell us how fast it moves at a different instant of time during that interval. So for this we have to study about the instantaneous velocity and instantaneous speed. The instantaneous velocity is nothing but the velocity of body at any instant. It's called instantaneous velocity. We can write also the velocity at any instant is also known as instantaneous velocity, and it is defined as the time of average velocity as the time interval delta t. It becomes infinitesimally small, it becomes very small, that is known as instantaneous velocity. V is equals to limit delta t tends to 0 delta x upon delta t. Delta t tends to 0 means delta t it is becoming very small. V is equals to dx upon dt, that is dx stands for a displacement and dt stands for a time. Next we are discussing about the instantaneous speed, that is the limit of average speed as the time interval becomes very small, or you can say the speed of body at any instant is called instantaneous velocity. The formula will be same like that. Limit delta t tends to 0 delta x upon delta t. Delta t it is very small, and v is equals to we can write dx upon dt also. So we have discussed the two terms instantaneous velocity and instantaneous speed. In that the delta t it is becoming very small. Next we will learn about the acceleration. Acceleration is the time rate of change of its velocity. The formula for acceleration is v2 minus v1 upon t2 minus t1, that we can write delta v upon delta t. Delta v stands for change in velocity and delta t stands for change in time. Next, the acceleration of particle at any instant, it's called instantaneous acceleration. As we have learned already about the instantaneous velocity and instantaneous speed, same like that the instantaneous acceleration, the acceleration of particle at any instant, it's called instantaneous acceleration. The formula for it is A is equals to limit delta t tends to 0 delta v upon delta t. The value of delta t it is becoming very small. Delta t it is a small here. We can write A is equals to dv upon dt. One more formula, A is equals to d square s upon dt square. Here are some characteristics of acceleration. The acceleration is a vector quantity, as you learned already about the vector, which is showing both magnitude as well as a direction. The direction of acceleration is same as the direction of velocity of the body. The acceleration and velocity, its direction will be the same. The acceleration can be either positive 0 or negative. Acceleration of body is 0 when it moves with uniform velocity, when it moves with constant, when it moves with uniform velocity, it may be 0. Next here, the acceleration it can be measured in the units of acceleration in CGS system, in SI system. In CGS system, centimeter per second square, in SI system, meter per second square, and for large distance and time we can take kilometer per r raised to 2. So these are the some units of acceleration. We will discuss the types of acceleration. The first it is uniform acceleration. The equal changes of velocity take place in equal interval of time. It's called a uniform acceleration, or you can say a simple definition here. The body has uniform acceleration if its velocity changes at uniform rate. If its velocity changes at a constant rate, at a uniform rate, it's called a uniform acceleration. See the example 1. The motion of freely falling body is uniformly accelerated motion. For that we are taking here the example of ball. See here the ball, it is freely falling here. Observe it carefully. Okay. So this motion of ball is a uniformly accelerated motion. Second example, the motion of sliding block on a smooth inclined plane is a uniformly accelerated motion. Observe it, we have taken smooth inclined plane, we have taken here sliding block. Observe the motion carefully. See, the motion of sliding block on smooth inclined plane is which type of motion? Uniformly accelerated motion, because this body, it is changes its velocity at a uniform rate, at a constant rate. Next, it is non-uniform acceleration. A body is said to be moving with non-uniform acceleration if its velocity increases by unequal amount in equal interval of time. A simple definition: if its velocity changes at non-uniform rate, it's called non-uniform acceleration. For example, we are taking here the motion of car on a crowded city road. Its speed changes continuously. It is not having a constant speed. Then it is a non-uniform acceleration. See here, observe this motion of car carefully. See, if you will observe it carefully, its velocity changes at non-uniform rate. So this is a non-uniform acceleration. The body has a non-uniform acceleration. The car has non-uniform acceleration. Second, we are discussing about the retardation. A body is said to be retarded if its velocity decreases with respective to time. The velocity, it is decreases with respective to time. Observe here the motion of car again, you will get it. See what happened here. The velocity of car, it is decreases with respective to time. It is decreases here. So after some time the car is come to halt. So here this is about the retardation, this is about the negative acceleration. Observe these graphs carefully. The first graph is for positive acceleration and second graph, it is for negative acceleration. Observe the curves here. The first curve, it is for positive acceleration. We have taken the position time graph, and second graph, it is for negative acceleration. So we have discussed in this video about the instantaneous velocity, instantaneous speed, acceleration and its types. Next time we will discuss the kinematical equations. Thank you.